Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you clicked on this video, you have either most likely not gotten your first payout with funded accounts, or you've gotten one but you're looking to get more and more, obviously, as we all are. Now, if you're a funded account trader, this should be really eye-opening, as it was for me when I realized it. And I actually realized it early on in my journey, allowing me to get my first couple of payouts, 5 or 6 payouts, I believe. And I kind of went away from these principles. That's why I want to go over it with you again, because I'm going back to them and I'm seeing better results than ever, and I'm doing it in a better form than I've ever done before as well. So this should be a fairly short video. Sorry if I can't breathe that much. Dang. I'm gonna explain pretty much step by step what you should be looking at to do, some principles I love to go by, and a different way to think about funded accounts that will open up your eyes a lot to see how quick you can actually make money doing this. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is don't get attached to a funded account. You can always buy more, right? I need you guys to start. Well, again, this is not financial advice, but this is just my opinion. Don't get attached to a funded account. You can always buy more. Funded accounts cost very little compared to what you can get out of them, right? A $97 account, for example, a my funded future 50k starter costs $97, and the max payout you can get in your first payout is $1,200, meaning you would 12x your money, more than 12x your money, if you were to pass an account and get a payout from it. Now, obviously, it's not as easy as it sounds. So what I noticed is I got most of my payouts when I went heavy and stayed consistent. What does this mean? Risking a lot and maintaining that risk consistently, right? Low risk equals no motion. I've seen people that have been stuck on funded accounts for months on end, literally months, bro, and have not gone anywhere. They either get super low, then it comes back to break even, they get high, then go back down. It just flip flop. That's not what you want to do. If you're stuck on a funded account or an evaluation stage for so long, you got to change something up. You should not be stuck on an evaluation stage or a payout for more than like 2 months, bro. There's a problem there, okay? Unless market conditions are being terrible and you just can't take trades, even then, if you're not taking enough trades to have some change in your account to either blow it or get a payout, in my opinion, you're wasting your time. Time is flying by super fast and you don't even notice it. It's already almost April. 4 months have gone by this year. January, February, March. 3 months have gone by this year. We're going to go on the 4th month. And are you just going to let the rest of the year pass by? Or are you actually going to make some changes? Because I realized that when I went bigger, when I stayed consistent with the bigger and stayed confident no matter how it was going, I saw the best results, okay? Low risk equals no motion. So if you're playing like a little puss, you're going to get little puss reaction back from the market, right? You're not going to make money, all right? I'm not going to say anything crazy, but the more you risk consistently, the more you'll make. I'm not saying go out of nowhere and go risk $1,000 per trade. No. How are you actually going to do this, though? First things first, you need to start backtesting a profitable strategy, right? One of our boys that trades live with us every single morning in the free Discord, link in our bio, by the way, he trades this specific strategy that I went ahead and backtested for fun to get stats from. I'm almost done with all of 2024, and I'll show you the stats on that right here. This is how I backtest. I have a whole video that's doing pretty good right now on YouTube. Just go a couple videos back. It's called Live Backtesting, a profitable day trading strategy. I backtest this strategy on the video for you guys so you can see how I backtest and how this is a profitable strategy. As y'all can see, this is all the wins and losses right here. And if we go to the actual results, y'all can see right here on the top right, 1-to-1 has almost a 59% win rate currently. A 1-to-2 has almost a 45% win rate currently. And the 1-to-3 is barely profitable, but it still is. If you go to a different type of risk management, we still see profitability throughout every single risk to reward that's listed on here. And this is with a 128 trade sample size, okay? Not a tiny sample size. Again, this is not enough to tell if a strategy is going to be long-term profitable. You never know if a strategy is going to be long-term profitable unless you trade it long-term, obviously, right? If it's working for you after 5 years, 10 years, then you'll know damn well it's pretty profitable. But if you're having red years and then a green year, a red year and a green year, then I don't know. So start backtesting everything. This is literally not even a year's worth of data, but you can still use this to start trading funded accounts, in my opinion. So once I got this data, I noticed, yo, by taking this data, you can literally look at every single trade from 2024, right? I started on June 15th, Monday. I started on a Monday. January 15th, I'm sorry. On a Monday. And I started trading every single day. As y'all can see, the 1-to-1 with the 50 goes on some amazing win streaks, right? It still goes on loss streaks. 3 loss streak right there. 2 loss streak. 4 loss streak right there. But it goes on amazing win streaks. And on these win streaks, when you trade a profitable strategy with an edge, you will have win streaks more often than loss streaks. When you capitalize on these win streaks, it's when you get those payouts. Okay? So whether I would honestly say trading a 1-to-1 or a 1-to-2 RR is best for funded account trading. Okay? In my opinion, this is for a couple of reasons, right? A 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 is going to give you high win rate. Okay. Now, a high win rate doesn't necessarily mean you're profitable. A high win rate needs to be paired up with a proper risk to reward to be profitable, right? You can have a 90% win rate with a 1-to-0.8, 1.0.8 or whatever risk to reward, and you're going to make no bread. You're going to be negative, right? So win rate literally doesn't matter until you pair it up with a risk to reward. So people telling you that, oh, I got a 90% win rate, I got an 80% win rate. First of all, how many sample size, how big is the sample size that win rate is being taken off of? Because I could take 10 trades, and those 10 trades luckily happen to be one of the win streaks in the year. And then I get 8 out of those 10 trades, and I can tell everybody, yo, I have an 80% win rate. Out of 10 trades? Really? You're going to promote that you have an 80% win rate out of 10 trades? That makes no sense. Here I'm showing y'all real data based off of a 128 trade sample size. These are realistic win rates. I'm not showing y'all any BS that, oh, I control the market with a strategy. I have a 70% win rate on a 1-to-2, and I'm milking the markets every single day. No, okay? Obviously, there's people that have insanely high win rates with good risk rewards, but let's be realistic. The average profitable trader has a slight edge over the market, okay? So we want to maximize that slight edge with funded accounts. How are we going to do that? Lower your risk to reward. You're going to have a higher win rate. That higher win rate is going to lead to less loss streaks. When you have less loss streaks, you lower your risk of ruin. What is risk of ruin? That is basically, oh my gosh, percentage of blowing accounts, right? Your risk of ruin, right? So this is lowering your chance of blowing an account when you increase your win rate, because you're gonna have more wins than losses, right? Even if you're super profitable on a 1-to-3 R, right? Let's say you're super profitable on 1-to-3, you have like a 35% win rate. That's pretty good for a 1-to-3, right? A 35% win rate may leave you susceptible to having loss streaks that before you end up getting a win eventually, even though you have a good win rate, 35% win rate is going to lead to loss streaks. Maybe long term you're profitable, but if you're trying to make bread with this, depending how much you're risking, one loss streak can blow an account, right? One of these, because these loss streaks are going to last way longer than a loss streak with a 1-to-1 on average, right? A 1-to-1, you're going to have a way higher win rate, way less loss streaks, and when you do have a loss streak, they're going to be way less long, a lot less longer than a loss streak on a 1-to-3, obviously, right? The more we're trying to get, the harder it is to actually get to that profit. When you play these smaller risk to rewards, instead of getting super greedy and trying to get the biggest moves in the market, you're going to see a lot more consistency in your trading, okay? This is when I got my payouts, right? This is when I got my payouts, and I'm going back to this. I fell for the trap for a little while for going for these crazy trades, trying to snipe the best entries, top tick the market. No, the goal, in my opinion, is about consistency. Stay consistent, make consistent progress. It's just like the gym. If you hammer yourself one day for legs, you won't be able to walk for days. You won't be able to go to the gym for days. And if you don't go to the gym every single day and hit it consistently, you're going to be cooked. You're not going to grow. right? If you go to the gym every single day consistently, hit everything reasonably, track your data, track how you're doing, track everything you're doing consistently. Keyword is consistency. You will see results, okay? I literally started applying how I trade to the gym recently, and I've seen way better results. I'm starting to actually gain weight. Y'all can see I'm skinny as hell. But I'm actually putting on some mass now, thanks to literally trading. It sounds crazy, but I'm going to the gym every day now consistently with the actual amount of work that I know I can put in consistently. Okay. Now I want to stop yapping about the word consistently because I know y'all are gonna get pissed off. But find a profitable strategy. Again, if y'all want to know how to trade this strategy, our boy Ism inside the free Discord, link on the top of the description, by the way. He can go ahead and let you know. I can also tell you, but it's his strategy. He put me on, so I don't want to take that from him. And ask him any questions. He has a whole video on it inside the Discord as well. And yeah, this thing, I've been backtesting it. So once you backtest the strategy, you're ready to proceed. Now, once you have this, once you have understood that a lower win rate is what cooks, how are we actually going to use that lower win rate, right? So let me explain to you how simple this can be, okay? So we're going to go and talk about the 50K My Funded Futures starter account. What do you need for a payout for it? Real quick, super quick and easy. For a payout, you need two things. 40% consistency, and you need 5 winning days of $100. Not consecutively, by the way. So 5 winning days total of $100 before blowing your account. There's a 50K account. 40% consistency basically means, if I pull up the calculator for y'all that don't know, a 40% consistency rule just means that the most I make in one day cannot be more than 40% of my total profits at the time of requesting a payout, right? So let's say for me personally, on a 50K, I like to risk $600 and make 600 if I'm doing a one-to-one, right? If I'm doing a one-to-two, I'll risk 300 to make 600, but I like to make 600 a day on these accounts. 600 a day, that's going to put me, if I divide by 0.40, which is how you calculate your consistency rule payout amount, you'll know that it gets to 1,500. So, by the way, I'm actually trading these accounts. I just bought them for this reason that I'm explaining to you in this video. So $1,500 is what you need to get if you make $600 a day. You're not going to make that every day. This is just the most you make in one day, $600. This is how much you need to get to. What is that? $1,500. If you're making $600 every day, you win one day, you win another day. Guess what? 2 wins already put you at almost the whole amount. And then you just need 300. It's 2.5 ratios to get to it, right? So if you open an account, this is why a high win rate is so important. It's not that difficult to get 2.5 wins in a row with a 1-to-1 R if you have a proper strategy that has an edge. Above a 50% win rate is an edge on a 1-to-1. Obviously a profitable edge, right? If you have one that has a 59, 65% win rate, you're cooking. Okay, you're cooking. So again, this is why I wanted to show you guys this. This opened my eyes to what is possible, right? With these rules, you literally need, it's harder to blow an account than to get a payout, because to blow an account, you need to lose $2,500. And if we divide that by 600, that's more than 4 losses in a row. To get a payout, 2.5 wins in a row. Obviously, you're most likely, maybe you're not. I mean, it's possible. I've done it before to get multiple wins in a row as soon as I start an account. But let's say you lose your first trade, you win the next one, you lose 2 in a row. Eventually, if you have an edge again, you will pass and get a payout. Now, again, remember, you will probably blow accounts. That's okay, because guess what, bro? An account costs $97. Let's say you blow through 6 funded accounts before you get a payout. 6 times 97, $582. Guess how much the payout is, bro? It's $1,200, $582. You're still profitable. So stop stressing and treating it like a live account, okay? The actual gains in funded account trading is not based off the account, because they only give you $2,500 to actually trade with, not 50K. And you don't even get the $2,500 for real anyway. It's all fake money. They pay you out like car insurance companies from all the people that are failing and losers, trying to get super greedy, making a lot of money with high RRs, risking a ton of bread, thinking they're going to make a ton of money. Risk a reasonable about, no, I'm stuttering here, bro. This is what I want to end the video off on for you guys. Risk a reasonable amount consistently, and you should see consistent progress. All right, that's pretty much what I want to end the video off on. Risk a reasonable amount consistently, and you should see consistent progress. If this video opened up your eyes at all, we have a free Discord that you can join. We break down every single trade we take, whether it's a simple entry model or a more complex one. We have all of the above in here. It's not just me that trades live in here. It's me and my boys. Isaac is the one that has the strategy that I back tested. Toto is actually one of my mentors that now I work with. And yeah, this is just what we have in the Discord. We have a free course as well for you to take a look at, made by us as well. It's made by Antonio, by Toto. And then we have all the profits that everybody be sending. I actually got to send today's because I took a dub today. Other than that, though, if you want to join that, link is in the top of the description. Once you join, say what's up. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. If this video helped out in any single way, shape, or form, please drop a nice comment. I've been posting every nice comment in my Instagram story, which is Bernardo Lafi on Instagram. And make sure you subscribe because every subscription means a lot. We just hit 500 subs, so thank you so much. Next is 750 and 1,000 and even more. So let's build the biggest trading community ever and join up on the description. Thank you again so much for watching this video if you made it till this end. And yeah, if you ate some food during this video, I hope you enjoyed your food. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.